Hello, welcome to the world of Generation Z, where life is like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded while riding a unicycle on a fucking tightrope. These fine folks, or rather, us fine folks, born between 1997 and 2011, have had a front row seat to the greatest show on earth, the chaotic circus of modern existence. From climate catastrophes to economic roller coasters, we have seen it all, and we've barely even been here. And boy, the world is on fire, quite literally. Climate change has turned Mother Nature into an angry landlord with a penchant for eviction notices. Our living conditions seem to be rather similar whether it's indoors or outdoors, but fear not, for Gen Z has arrived to save the day. Or so we hope. Now, let's talk about the money, or rather the lack thereof. With the cost of living soaring higher than Elon Musk's ambitions, a little throwback to the first video from 7 years ago, Gen Z is left wondering if we'll ever be able to afford anything beyond a lifetime subscription of instant ramen. But fret not, for Gen Z isn't about to bow down to the soul-crushing norms of corporate slavery. No sir, we're more inclined to dance to the beat of our own drum. We're the generation that's redefining what it means to work, disdaining the traditional 9-to-5 grind in favor of the liberating embrace of the gig economy. I know it isn't as great as I'm making it sound, but still, gone are the days of being shackled to a dreary cubicle for all of eternity. Instead, we're carving out our own paths, embracing the exhilarating highs and soul-searching lows of the freelance life. The joys of navigating the freelance hustle alongside existential crisis aplenty. But even those of us who do join the corporate machine and sell our souls to the modern-day Dutch East India Company, BlackRock, we make sure to keep it real with our boomer bosses. Something the Millennials, it seems, are a bit too scared to do. Or at least that's what a report from McKinsey Consulting tells me. And speaking of joy, Gen Z isn't just sitting around twiddling their thumbs. We are out there, fighting the good fight against injustice and inequality, the real plagues of the modern times. From climate marches to social media campaigns, we're making our voices heard louder than a toddler with an iPad on full fucking blast. And yes, the old fogies and the rampant naysayers may raise an eyebrow or two questioning the efficacy of it all. And truth be told, not too long ago, I might have been inclined to nod along with them. But oh how the tides have turned. We're witnessing history in the making. A genocide is being live-streamed straight from the heart of Gaza. No longer are we spoon-fed our beliefs by traditional media overlords. Nay, it's the voice of the masses, the global siblings birthed by the great mother of globalization, who now shape our perceptions. The suffering of our fellow humans is laid bare for all to see, clearer than ever before. And you know what? This generation, this bold and fearless generation, they're not content to sit idly by. We are raising our voices, shaking the very foundations of the status quo, and guess what? It's working. Even the ivory towers of legacy media and Western leaders are starting to shift, albeit ever so slightly, but it is in response to our cries for injustice. So yeah, say what you will about Gen Z, but one thing's for certain, we know how to make some noise, even if Congress is scratching its head over how to tame our antics on TikTok. And speaking of TikTok, let's not forget our knack for innovation, eh? Gen Z is like a mad scientist mixed with a tech wizard, conjuring up groundbreaking ideas faster than you can say disruptive innovation. Who needs rocket scientists when you have us? So, despite the dumpster fire that is the world today, and all the hardship the youth of today faces whilst boomers yell at us about how easy we have it, Gen Z remains surprisingly optimistic. They're akin to that perpetually grinning maid who manages to crack a joke even as the world crumbles like a shitty souffle. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly what we need right now. A dose of optimism in a world gone mad. So here's to you, Generation Z, the unsung heroes of the 21st century. Keep shining bright, you magnificent human beings. And remember, even in the darkest of times, there's always room for a little laughter. So keep laughing, keep loving, keep being Gen Z.